The Banana Grape Stomp is made possible in part by underwriting support from Pullen Cyclery, providing self-propelled transportation and non-polluting recreation at 801 Main Street in Chico. Eric Jones Construction, general contractor in Chico. Grocery outlet of Chico. Groceries, housewares, and health and beauty products. KZFR-FM 90.1, listener-supported community radio for the Sacramento Valley, the foothills, and beyond. The La Rocca Vineyards Tasting Room in downtown Chico. Local organic wines with no sulfites. Retro Tech Shop, computer repair, and free electronics pickup in Chico. Instashirt.com, a family-run custom t-shirt shop specializing in full-color digital printing and screen printing. And Paradise Audio Services, providing PA systems, digital recording, and audio engineering services.
It's the Banana Grape Stomp.
The Banana Grape Stomp, recorded live at the studio of community radio KZFR-FM in Chico, California. Jimbo Scott and Yesterday's Biscuits, Kellen and Jamie Coffis, the Rita Hosking Trio, Broken Compass Bluegrass, and Wolf Jett.
Hello, friends. You are tuned in to the Banana Grape Stomp. Our show features live music recorded right here in Northern California. I'm your host and friend in real life, Molly Knight. Oh, are you in for a treat? We have a special episode just for you. We have Dan Carter that we'll be interviewing. He is from KZFR. He does Studio 416. We are so excited to have him. Thank you for joining us today.
It's my pleasure to be here.
So I really enjoy your show, 416. You do a bunch of live performances, or people just drop in and will perform on your show. What a fun show.
It is fun, and a lot of times other shows also have live performers come in, and some of the selections for today's Banana Grape Stomp are from other shows rather than Studio 416.
We're going to start with an amazing band that came here. We're so lucky to experience this type of music. It is Jimbo Scott and Yesterday's Biscuits.
Sunrise on the Sacramento Delta, riding on the causeway with the wind. Somewhere west of here my girl awaits, but today I think I'm headed east again. She told me not to be a distant stranger, to offer her the comfort of a call, 'cause she knows that it's always in my nature to get caught up in a loving concert hall. Tell her you know that I love you. Says you also love to leave. If your home is where your heart is, yes, my home is right on my sleeve. And in a mostly empty hotel lobby, furnished like a knockoff living room. Yes, most of the faces here are smiling, but none is really so familiar too. The voice comes through the phone and I am carried a foot above the polished marble floor. She asks me all about my big adventures. Say I miss you, but I'm also wanting more. Tell her you know that I love you. Says you also love to leave. And if your home is where your heart is, yes, my home is right on my sleeve. Yeah. about returning. Commit myself to playing for the team. Try to find a cure if she is hurting. Pray the reason isn't only me. And I know my eyes will drift to the horizon. My ears will get infected with a song. She'll say, love me like you're young and you are reckless. And I hope the evening takes us both too long. Tell her you know that I love you. Says you oh so lovely. If your home is where your heart is, I guess my home is right on my sleeve. Oh, you know that I love you. Says you oh so lovely. If your home is where your heart is, guess my home is right on my sleeve. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sunrise on the Sacramento Delta, riding on the causeway with the wind. Somewhere west of here, my girl awaits me. But today I think I'm headed home again.
Well, that was yesterday's Biscuits right here in the KZFR studio, and I'll tell you what, they were not stale like yesterday's Biscuits. They were fresh, like right out of the oven biscuits.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, they came to the studio because they were here to promote an appearance that they were doing here. Jimbo Scott used to play with Poor Man's Whiskey for a while, and some people might remember when Poor Man's Whiskey came to the Sierra Nevada Big Room and they did Dark Side of the Moonshine.
Yes.
And Jimbo Scott was in the band at that time, and now he's got his own band called Jimbo Scott and Yesterday's Biscuits.
Another fresh performance that we had here in the KZFR studio was Kellen and Jamie Coffis. They're great.
Yeah, the Coffis brothers. They came to the studio again to promote a local appearance, and they are normally a quintet, but they did an acoustic duet when they were on the radio with us.
Nice. The Compass brothers were amazing. Their acoustic set, I know you're going to enjoy it. Right here on, you guessed it, the Banana Grape Stomp.
You can feel the way you want to feel. You can be whatever you want to be. With your hair tucked behind your ear, nothing stopping you from higher gear. You can dance the way you want to dance. You can sing the way that you want to sing. With your voice up there so high, it's so pleasing to my ear. You and I will fall in line all the way for all of time. There ain't no separating two of a kind. You can float the way you want to float. You can fly the way that you want to fly. Nothing's holding you to ground. If you want to get real high, you can love the way you want to love. You can dream whatever you want to dream. I've been dreaming here too long, but it never hurt to try. And you and I will fall in line all the way for all of time. There ain't no separating two of a kind. all the way, for all the time. There ain't no separating, there ain't no mistaking, there ain't no difference here. We're two of a kind.
You just saw Kellen and Jamie Coffis right here on the Banana Grape Stomp. We have even more amazing live performances from right here in the KZFR studio. Up next, we have Rita Hosking Trio.
That's right. Rita stopped by and played some of her songs for us. And I just love Rita Hosking. She's such a great songwriter, and she has a beautiful voice. And what more can I say?
You'll see. Here is Rita Hosking Trio.
Goddamn our gas guzzling cars. Goddamn the oil wars. Talking about war, let's talk about the war on the working man. 'Cause the mills shut down, mines shut down, loggers out of work and factories moved to foreign ground. I don't know what we'll do. Sell my boat, don't know who to. Oh no. Crime, murder, foul murder for the Gulf of Mexico. We're like the pelicans. The ones way down are the ones left behind, soaking in rich man's mess and rich man's lies. And I sit here in disbelief. I got 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 feet. Doesn't feel like they're there. Doesn't feel like anywhere. Oh, where did dignity go? Crime, murder, foul murder for the Gulf of Mexico. My ghost will tell of a honky-tonk full of drunk shrimpers in oil-bearing hell, and I'm tending bar. Them CEOs, CFOs, and everyone who said we gotta keep up the flow, I'll serve them up a tall barrel of crude. Watch them drink it down. Oh, plant a rose of Jericho. Cry murder, foul murder for the Gulf of Mexico. Cry murder, foul murder for the Gulf of Mexico.
That was Rita Hosking Trio right here on the Banana Grape Stomp. I'm your host and friend in real life, Molly Knight. With me is Dan Carter from Studio 416. We're here in the studio of KZFR. We have many more live performances. This next one, they're a regular on this show. If you watch the show, you've seen them before. We love them. They put on great performances. Broken Compass Bluegrass.
Oh, they are so good. They get better every time I see them. I just love them. I love them as much as I love, almost as much as I love Irish whiskey. and they came into the studio about every time they come to town. We'll catch them. We'll get them to come in and do some live stuff with us.
So they love KZFR just as much as we love them.
You could say that.
Well, enjoy one of our favorites, Broken Compass Bluegrass.
Little fire in my bones, begging me to flee from home. They caught me in the night while you lay sleeping. Took the steering wheel in hand, riding out across the land.
just enjoyed an amazing song from Broken Compass Bluegrass. They are rocking. I always have a good time when I go see them.
Yeah.
As always, we love live music, so we have one more for you. You know it, we gotta get chock full of music for this episode. We have Wolf Jett up next.
Wolf Jett frontman Chris Jones says that they do cosmic mountain music. Now he's from the South, but he grew up in California, but he says both of the musical styles influence the band. They usually are a rockin' group, but they kind of scaled it down for the studio version here.
This is Wolf Jett. Well, that was Wolf Jett wrapping up this episode of Banana Grape Stomp. I'm your host and friend in real life, Molly Knight. With me has been one of the programmers for Studio 416, so you're not the only one.
No, I'm not. There are three others. There's Bill DeBlanc is one of the hosts, Shirley McCoy, and the person who is kind of holds it all together, Brad Peterson. Studio 416 is on Saturday afternoons on FM 90.1 KZFR Chico, KZFR.org, and we're at 1:30 on Saturday afternoon.
Make sure you tune in next time when we will be featuring even more amazing music filmed right here in Northern California.
We got to go on the radio today. That's always a good day when you get to go on the radio. Thank you, Bill and KZFR, for having us on. That's fun.
There's fewer and fewer stations like this that are independent. And it makes a huge difference.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. We're really happy to be here at KZFR.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Thanks for having us.
Shout out also to the local radio, to KZFR.
Yep.
You guys are doing it right. This is one of the nicest radio stations I've ever been in. So.
Thanks for letting us come in.
Thank you so much for having us. We're happy to be in Chico, and we're happy to be at KZFR.
The Banana Grape Stomp is made possible in part by underwriting support from Pullin Cyclery, providing self-propelled transportation and non-polluting recreation, serving the North State since 1918. They're at 801 Main Street. Eric Jones Construction, general contractor in Chico, custom building for any needs, 530-828-9590. KZFR-FM 90.1 Chico, listener-supported community radio for the Sacramento Valley, the foothills, and beyond, with 24 hours a day of music and informational programming with no commercials since 1990. Also online at kzfr.org. Grocery Outlet of Chico, offering local and fine brand names in groceries, housewares, and health and beauty products, as well as organic items, fine wines, and more. The La Rocca Vineyards Tasting Room in downtown Chico, providing local organic wines since 1984 with no sulfites, including the one-of-a-kind Blanc de Blanc organic sparkling wine and their signature Cabernet Sauvignon. Retro Tech Shop, computer repair and free electronics pickup in Chico, California. Contact them at retrotech.com or 530-487-4304. Instashirt.com, a family-run custom t-shirt shop specializing in full-color digital printing and screen printing on shirts, apparel, promotional products, and more. Locally owned since 2004. And Paradise Audio Services, providing PA system rentals, mobile digital recording, and audio engineering services in Northern California since 1995.